Hey, Primal Punch here, you guys. I recently kind of caught a little bug that went along with the grip bug. I've had to take a break from grippers because I went against my own intuition and stopped using my ladder technique. You know, where I start with high volume, low resistance, and work my way up, and not doing any negatives or anything like that with weights that I can't close, you know. But I went against that intuition and ended up losing some of my upper end, so I've had to give my hands time to come back, and they're pretty close. I'll probably do grippers in a couple days. But I got turned on to steel bending just by watching these videos of guys doing it. Fella Josh Wright, he's a really nice dude, and Ben Crush and several other guys that have been nice to me on the grip board. So I was going to get some 3/16 steel from Home Depot, but a couple of guys talked me into, they said skip the 3/16 steel. One guy says it's just like setting money on fire. He said, I've seen your videos, you should go for the 1/4 inch. So I got some 1/4 inch round bar, or round rod. There it is. And I cut myself 2 7-inch lengths. Alright. Here's 1 7-inch length. So you can see I'm not sneaking a couple extra inches on there. There's one of them. 1/4 inch. Boom. Now, I don't have suede wraps, I don't have all that, so I cut up an old t-shirt and I made it 3 thick. It's about 4 inches wide now, and I put a piece of duct tape as a little extra puncture resistance. Now it makes it super slick, there's just no grip in there, but I'll take the extra puncture resistance. You see, that would have probably come through if I hadn't had that. This was the result. I was able to bend that 7-inch by 1/4 inch piece. It's a little crooked, you know. I'm a beginner, you know. So that was pretty damn neat. So I got this. I managed to get this pretty close, about 1 inch apart at the ends there. See that? Boom. I don't even know. Is that going to show up? There we go. So I figured I'd try one in front of y'all and see how it goes. So first I'm gonna roll these up. All right. I don't do anything fancy here. I watched a couple videos and like that, you know, had some just took the time to watch some videos of guys who are super experienced and everything. So I'm going to roll this up and like that, just try to keep it super tight. You know, if you're doing this, I would highly recommend taking the time to, even if you don't join grip board, go there to scope out the you know, just lurk through and scope out the bending forum, or yeah, I think it's called a forum, where it's all about the bending. Okay, take the time to do that, because you won't regret it, I promise you. If you want to try this, you can avoid a bunch of mistakes that I would have made if I hadn't had access to that. Alright? And the nomenclature, I still don't understand what they're talking about. I said something like this, that, and the other, and used nomenclature I didn't have a grasp of. I was just trying to sound like I knew something. And the guy's like, huh? So I fessed up. I said, look, I don't even know what I said. I'm just yakking. So alright, I don't really I guess I don't really do a great job wrapping this, but it's tight, and I think that's what the biggest thing is, so that you're not losing any of your any of the force of your your muscles and your own strength. You're not losing it in like a loose, shitty wrap. And then this is what you do. You get the rubber band to hold this on while you do the other one, because otherwise it'll get like all flopsy-daisy on you, and you don't want that. You know, you don't want to lose all that work, or again, you don't lose your effort because it's a loose wrap. And not only that, but you could have it like it's already sliding because of that duct tape for me, but it could be way worse and end up getting hurt. I can see that happening, you know what I mean? So okay, I'm just wrapping this, keeping it as tight as I can, you know. It's I don't think this is going to be an exact science for me. I'm just not there, you know. I'm just beginning, but it certainly is. What's the word that I'm looking for? There's something very appealing about the idea of bending steel. It's I guess it's a real little lizard brain primal kind of thing, you know, if I'm being honest. I'm having trouble keeping the second one really tight because the first one's kind of interfering. I noticed that on the other one where it really slipped and slid. The duct tape was, you know. So again, don't wrap yours or make your wraps like mine, okay? You go look at how the pro dudes do it. Don't copy me, because my shit will probably get you hurt. Really, like, the biggest thing is keeping these tight so you just don't lose any force. And all the videos that I said or watched about steel bending say, you know, approximately an inch for your wraps, and that's where you've got that good balance of padding for your hands so you don't hurt your hands, and you know, also you don't lose power because they're too bulky. So there, I've got the steel's pretty even in there. Feel where these are at. It's not very perfect, I know, but again, I'm just starting, y'all. Let's see, that feels pretty close. So I did what I think is called a reverse bend. All right, it just kind of felt right to me. I don't know. I want to make sure this shows up because this is really kind of fun. And now I'm glad I went with the 1/4 inch, because if I had gotten that 3/16, it would have been just like the guy said, like setting money on fire. So you want to make sure that you've got a good grip, okay? And then just get into it. And like the guy said, once you get that steel moving, you wanna keep it moving. See, it's really moving around in my wraps. I've really got to address the wrap situation. And this is apparently called the crush at the end there. And see how mine is coming out crooked? I should have switched them around after I got the initial kink, is what that first, when you get that first bend. When you get that first bend, it's called your kink. So this one, I didn't get quite as good. I should have left the wraps on and pushed a little more. I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer. Nope. I forgot. It's like 1 1/8 inch. The other one was 1 inch. So that's the best I could do on that one. So I'm definitely going to get my technique down, and like that, I should have switched it around. That's what one of those tutorials that I watched where the guy did a reverse bend, he said switch it around, that way you bring it back more even, because I'm bracing with the one hand and bending with the other or whatever. So that's that's so cool. I'm totally hooked, y'all. This is just super fun. It's really cool. Well, that's it. That's all I wanted to share. Just sharing the love of all this stuff that I'm coming across, you know, like just learning all this cool, different, new stuff that I didn't even really ever think about before. There, I felt it give a little bit. Maybe I got closer. Ooh, got her down to an inch. So there. Now I can be happy. But I'll definitely work on getting these more even when I you know, where it bends more in the center, because that's just kind of ugly right there. That's not how it's supposed to look. I'm gonna cut some a 6-inch piece and see if I'm able to bend a 6-inch piece, because I don't want to. It's easy enough with this 7-inch piece that I don't want to waste steel on this, because it's like $3 for a 3-foot piece of steel. So I definitely don't want to waste. So I've only got like, what, 22 inches left. So if I cut a 6-inch piece, then, you know, if I'm able to bend it. Oh, also, nobody mentioned this, but I filed the ends down. I beveled the edges after hacksawing this because it had sharp edges, and I feel like that would puncture your wraps pretty quickly, or a lot more quickly anyway. So I did take the time to do that. I just hand filed and beveled the edges and took any sharp off. So that's it, you guys. I won't keep bugging you with my yik-yak. You live free, punch hard, and grip hard, alright? And be good to yourself, because you're worth it. And I dig you. I'll catch you later, alright? Bye.